Hey guys, so welcome back, and I'm sure that a lot of you are wondering, where have I been? So just the completely honest and short answer, completely fell off the wagon. I'm not going to try to make any excuses. I had thought of a few excuses, but at the end of the day, um, there's no point because the only way that I'm ever going to able to be successful doing this is to just be honest with myself and with the community that is spending their time watching my videos and supporting me in the comments. So just to kind of give you an idea of what has happened. Last week was my daughter's birthday. I actually recorded a birthday vlog type video, and I never posted it because time has just gotten away from me. I might still post that. I don't know. It'll be out of order now. But anyway, my daughter's birthday came and went. We did go out. We celebrated with her. And then after that, things have just really, really hit us wide open. I've mentioned it in previous videos, but in case this is your first or, you're not too familiar with me, I am in the middle of opening up a store. So we are quite busy right now. I'm also an event coordinator. I have an event that is this weekend, and then I have an event about every 3 to 4 weeks, all the way through the summer, lined up that I'm having to completely coordinate, get everything together, make all the bookings, follow up with vendors, get everything together. So it is quite an in-depth job, but I love doing it. So that's not necessarily the reason why I fell off the wagon, but it's honestly just been a matter of convenience. We have spent a lot of really long hours the past week and a half working over at our store. I mean, just long hours, late nights, just doing a lot of hands-on manual labor. And at the end of the day, we just honestly have not felt like cooking. I cooked for 40 plus days, like 40, 41 days, something like that, every single meal. We did no eating out. So, honestly, when it just kind of came down to this last week, I was over it. And that's not an excuse. That's just explaining how I felt. So here we are. We are, I don't even know what day it is. It's Sunday. So whatever date that may fall on. And I haven't given up. I actually talked to my husband about this morning, and he agreed with me that we can tell a very, very large difference in how we felt doing carnivore versus how we felt over this past week, including some junk in. Now, that's not to say that we have gone completely crazy. We actually did eat carnivore. Probably about half of our meals were just meat with, some dairy or something like that, but no vegetables, no salads, no. I still have not had any sweet tea. I still have not had any sodas. However, we have had alcohol. So there's been some stuff. But it's kind of wild because, I knew I was feeling some differences within that first 6 weeks. And now, kind of stepping back and falling back into old habits, I can start feeling the old pains creeping back in. I'm feeling the inflammation. I'm feeling the, roller coaster of what I'm assuming is insulin levels. Who knows? So it is pretty cool being able to now actually feel what these types of food make my body feel like. And it's very eye-opening. So we both agreed we are kind of missing it. I mean, I don't miss cooking, having to go to the store and, prep and cook every single night. Like, it's kind of great to have some convenience nights. But at the end of the day, it's worth it. So, with that being said, I think starting tomorrow, and I say tomorrow because, to be completely honest, I've already bought food for tonight, so we're just going to go ahead and eat what we bought. We're having pasta. And then we're going to get right back to, um, yeah. And so I will really, really try to check in. Like I said, this weekend coming up is my first event of the market season, which runs from March all the way through December. So for the next 10 months, we are going to be wide open, or 11 months, however many months, lots of months. And this is just kind of the reality of owning your own business. So we've got catering going on, we've got events going on, we're trying to open a store, all the while being parents to a child who is in high school sports and has a wide open softball schedule, which thankfully her robotics competition schedule is now complete. That is said and done for the year, so none of those competitions. But now we are full on into softball season. So yeah, right. Keeping us on our toes, but we are very blessed. And now I'm actually down in my studio. This is years past artwork from my daughter over time, things she's brought me home from school. But I'm actually down in my studio, and I'm in the middle of kind of cleaning and rearranging and getting ready to start the next chapter, because as I open our store, we're going to be offering products that I have never offered before on my online business, and I have to make room for my stuff. So that's fun. I've got a million things that need to be done over at the actual physical store, but I was gonna have to break down one day and get this studio in order, and that way I can work on products to start filling up. You guys, like, our store is supposed to be open in like 4 weeks. We've got so much work to do. But again, counter blessings, busy is where I thrive. I sound like I'm complaining, but busy is where I thrive. I'm happy at busy. So it's great. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, I still have been measuring, and I still have been tracking weight throughout this, because I was kind of curious. I was plateaued, completely plateaued for well over a month, where I was jumping 4 good flippin' God. If I was at 4, this would be a whole other ordeal for me, because I can't function at 2 something. I could not even fathom trying to function at 4 something. 214, 215, and then some days it would spike up to 216 and then drop right back down, 214, 215. We played this little juggling act, and it was every single day was one of those weights, and my measurements were still tracking ever so slowly downwards. But every single week it was still downward trends. So I was kind of curious. I was like, okay, so now that we've kind of messed our system up a little bit, and started eating the stuff that we had been avoiding for weeks, 6-7 weeks, how is my weight going to react? How are my measurements going to react? And the physical reaction and everything, physical part has sucked. It is not fun. I do not like how I feel. Weight has jumped up just slightly, though. I'm honestly shocked that it did not go way worse than what it has. It's only bumped up by like a pound and a half. Which, I mean, that could be inflammation, that could be water weight, that could be just about anything. But at the same time of doing all of this, we also have not been going to the gym this past week. So I don't know. Like, we've been doing a lot of physical work, but not like at the gym lifting weights. We've been lifting sheetrock instead. Yeah, so weight really hasn't done anything drastic or crazy, and I am kind of curious now, going back to it, if I'll be able to press on past this plateau, or what's going to happen. I'm kind of, who knows, I'm at a loss. But as for my measurements this week, it's still trended downward. Now, these measurements are not anything spectacular. Like, I'm not dropping like inches per week, but I am dropping like quarter-inch per week in spots. So I mean, that's still pretty damn impressive given that my weight has been so stuck. Um, and I will just say, I feel like looking at myself in the camera, like I can see differences. I can see that I wouldn't say my face seems like skinny, but it does seem slimmer than when I started. And I think my skin looks better than when I started. So that's probably going to go to complete garbage now that I've been eating crap. But we shall see. Anyway, so this was supposed to be super short because I honestly didn't have time to do this. And I've rambled on too long, but I just wanted to pop in because I didn't want you guys to think that I did not care. I do care, and I really, really wanted to update you guys and let you know the honest truth, and that is that I messed up. And we are moving on. So I will see you guys in